Hi Aries, Lynn here from DevineCentral. I am here with your December 2021 reading. I'm going to pull 5 cards in 5 areas of your life. We're going to take a look at exactly what is in store for you this month. So let me switch cameras so that you can watch along with me. And let's just get right at it. We've got work. We've got finance. These cards are so thick. Finances, love and relationships, friends and family, and your personal development. We are going to save whatever's on the bottom of the deck, which we'll find out later, and we'll save that for maybe a last word or advice from spirit guides. How's that? All right, so before I get started, this is the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. It's a pretty deck. It's got some interesting messages. It's a little heavy, but it called my name today, so that's why we've got it here. Let's also take a look at keep in mind numerology. Those of you who know me know I love it. We have 2 9s here, and 9s are about completion. And so we have areas where we're kind of bringing things to fruition, or having to end something, or being advised to end something. We also have a 10. 10s are about the results of that completion, and it's about starting anew. Then we have 21, which is the World. It's the last card in the deck, so it's kind of the end of the journey. So we have a lot of things coming to a close in December, which makes sense because 2022 is a whole new year. So let's start with work. This card is called Suffering in Silence. It is akin to the 9 of Swords. And it says that something at work is causing you a lot of angst. So I don't know what that could be. It would be possibly a project you're working on going off the rails. It could be a conflict with a coworker that's causing you a lot of discomfort. It could be maybe a layoff pending, and you don't know if you're going to be in this one, and that could keep you awake at night. It could also be the fact that you might not get that bonus that you wanted, that 2021 wasn't as good a year as you'd hoped. So whatever it is, it's something that is more than likely out of your control. And all you've done is overthink it and blow it up in your head, because swords are air. Air is about thoughts and intellect. And it's about blowing something up bigger than life and really letting it consume you. And I believe that the message for this card this month is, whatever it is, let it go and replace it with something positive, because it's not serving you to be worrying all the time about something that you have no control over. Okay? So the universe wants to reward us. It wants to give us what we want. If we continue with all this negative thinking all the time and the negative self-talk, the universe picks that up and says, oh, this is what he or she wants. Let's give he or she more. And then you just get more of it. So if you want to turn this around, you're going to have to start replacing some of those thoughts. And you could do this by snapping a rubber band on your wrist every time you get a bad thought. You can, get up from your desk and walk around your chair 3 times. Some kind of a ritual that will punish you, if you will, for having a negative thought. And that might help break it. All right. If you are out of work and you're looking for work, then this is a great harbinger of what's to come. It's saying that this period, this time that's been so painful is almost over, or it's getting ready to come to an end. So if anybody ever tells you that people don't hire during the holidays, other than retail, that's not true. I came from 30 years of corporate. People love to hire in the last month of the year when they know what their budgets are, and they are free to start the next year up and running. So I think it's a great time for you to get a career position. So be on the lookout for that. All right, so we have a 10 for finances. This card is akin to the Wheel of Fortune. And it tells us that, what goes up has to come back down. If you have had a really, really terrific year, and you've done very well, and you've been very blessed and very lucky in your life, then it's a card that tells you you should probably think through all of that, be grateful, but start to rein in this month. Maybe not spend as much on Christmas as you had intended. Make sure that you have money put away for a rainy day, because again, what goes up has to come down, right? But it also tells us that if you have been, on the scarce side, and you have not had all the financing that you needed to get through, that better times are coming. Luck is in your pathway, and so be aware that it's going to be an easier month than you thought it was going to be. How's that? All right, that's destiny. We don't have control over destiny, right? All right, so love and relationships. So the Nine of Pentacles is about everything that we've given to ourselves, rewarding ourselves. We are hard workers. We're not afraid to work. We're not afraid to be practical, put it away, and nurture it, invest it into something even more than what we already have. It's about being just really comfortable in your own skin, not needing anybody else to take care of you, and knowing that what you have is enough, and being grateful for whatever statue in life that you are in, and knowing that you have plenty. I think that if you are married or you are otherwise engaged, then it's probably a card of simple pleasures and everything working out. I think that it's non-eventful. In other words, I don't think you're going to have any highs or lows. I think everything is just as it should be. If you are single and looking, I would say that this card probably represents that the end of your search is coming soon. It's a 9, right? And I think that as far as material harvest goes, I think what the card is saying is you are going to meet somebody very much like yourself. Somebody who is practical, somebody who is self-sufficient and doesn't need somebody else to take care of them. They just want the company and the closeness and the camaraderie. So I think it's a good way, a good time, to get somebody who is like yourself. All right. So we come to friends and family. Here we are in the world. We have one foot in this phase of our life, and we have one foot in the next phase of our life. And we're kind of straddling that line, if you will. We're coming up on the holidays, and I giggle. I've been giggling every time I see this card now, because as many of you know, my father passed away. My second parent passed away a couple of months ago, and this will be the first holiday season where I don't have to feel guilty saying, no, I'm not coming. I hate traveling during the holidays. And my mom or my dad always put the guilt trip on us. So we were all there, no matter if we wanted to be or not. So this year I get to say no and feel good about it. But I will say that it could be being that bridge, being between the two worlds. That could mean that you're going to mediate, or that you are available and should mediate maybe some relationships that could use your help. It could be, between siblings. It could be between a sibling and a parent. It could be between a couple of friends that, haven't been getting along so well lately. So I think it also can be about travel. It could be something as simple as you're getting on a plane and going somewhere for the holidays. But I do think that the one thing about ending one journey or one phase and starting the next one is you get this wonderful clean slate. You get to push all the 2021 stuff away, and you get to start fresh in 2022. So take advantage of that and be there for people, who need you, who are not quite where you are. Bring them up to you, because that's the right thing to do. So finally, we have the 7, Triumph. This is akin to the Chariot. Now, this is in the personal development stage, and what happens when this card comes up is it's usually telling us that somehow you've lost your direction, and it's really important that you focus and that you try to build momentum, because otherwise you're just going to be pulled in different directions all over the place. Now, it's been a long time since January 1st, 2021, when we set those resolutions or made those decisions that we were going to do certain things or make certain goals by this time of year. And of course, a lot of us have fallen by the wayside. But now it's a time to get back on that path. Now it's a time to just to pick up the reins and look down the road, see that tunnel at the end, or I'm sorry, see the light at the end of the tunnel, and just head straight for it, and don't let anything pull you off your path. This is a time for you. So what's the last word from Spirit? I always like looking at that. Okay, let's see. Oh my gosh, we have rest and rejuvenation, and this is akin to the Four Swords. So you might ask yourself, if I'm supposed to get on that path, get back on that horse and ride it back to the barn, get focused, get energetic, get my momentum going. Why would Spirit want me to rest? Well, what I think is we have all of these things completing. And I think what this card is saying is, don't start anything new. Don't be giving all of your energy to everything else and everybody else. Friends and family and relationships and worrying about money and about things at the office we can't control. Save all that energy. Rest up, save all that energy so that you can rekindle. Oh, there you go. You can rekindle and give it to yourself. You've given a lot this year to other people. It's time to give it to yourself this month. And even if only for a month, be kind to yourself, okay? So I am already taking or making appointments for annual readings. If you have not seen my video, When the Death Card Really Means Death, I have a wonderful annual reading that's that I use, or a spread that I use. So look at that video, and if you like that, please feel free to contact me privately. I'll put the information below, and we can schedule an annual reading if you like. Otherwise, I do Wednesday mailbag tarot readings, so if you have any, please get a hold of me and send me any questions you have. Otherwise, I will see you next month. Bye-bye.